I believe I'm live. So, hello, hello, hello. I think I'm live. I'm doing this through StreamYard, so I'm just going to go on Facebook on my phone and just see if anybody is showing up because I know I have trouble with that. Let's see. Oh, great. Okay. I am live. Hello, 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 everybody. So, I see I'm live in the Lenormand Groupies. And hopefully I'm live on my other platforms. Let me see. Hello, hello, hello. Let me just see. I see. Take the volume down. Sue Ellen, hi. Okay. So I see Sue Ellen is here. Sue Ellen, if you can make a comment. Okay. Yes, it's coming through, but I can't see the name again. So I'm using StreamYard for, since there's only one of you here right now. StreamYard allows me to be on the Lenormand Groupie page, this page, my YouTube page, and what other platform do I have open? My Reiki page. So for whatever reason, I believe it's because my personal page is not public, that you're showing up without a name. So before I do your question, we have 4 people watching. So Sue Ellen, I'm just going to pop over to Lenormand Groupie page. I just want to see who's there. And where did it go? I'm live on my page. So I'm going to make an announcement in just a moment, people. I just want to be able to see the names on the pages. And I'm switching to my Reiki page. This StreamYard is supposed to, yeah, I'm live on everything. And here's the Lenormand Groupies. So I just want to see, we have 1 comment on this one. Sue Ellen, it's the same message. Okay. All right. So comments are not showing up on StreamYard, but I have to look on my phone. So it's the same problem I had a while back when I was doing this. So welcome, 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 everybody. I do see that I have 4 people watching, but they could all be from different pages. So if you could please say hello and let me know who you are, and put your name, even though you may think it gives me your name, it doesn't. So please put your name in your comment so I know what page you're on. And for those of you who maybe did not ever see me before, I'm Michelle Barry, and I had started doing live readings, I would say maybe 5 years ago, maybe 6. And I was living in my other townhouse at the time, and I would go every Saturday morning at around 9-ish. So I'm coming back to doing that. One of the stores that I worked at unfortunately closed. That opened up my calendar big time. It was one of the main stores that I worked at. So that was a big one for me that made me reflect on what I really want to do, because I was really focusing on being in person and being at stores and doing live events. And I would laugh with my husband because I called myself the bag lady. I was constantly packing up, like you could see the suitcases there for my sound bath and all my equipment. That focus has not gone away. I still will be doing sound baths throughout the neighborhoods and in different venues. I just lost 2 sound baths a month that I was doing. So I have come up with a solution for one of them. And I will be opening up my home once a month for a very private event for 11 people. I can fit 11. And Marcy, the person who was my partner, and I have decided October 13th, it's a Friday the 13th, to have my first sound bath at the house. So I will be sending out invitations, and so keep an eye out for you local people who are interested in coming to my home for a sound bath. So, oh, Maria from Brazil, fabulous. Maria, did I meet you at StarCon? I feel like I did. Let me know if you're the same Maria I'm thinking of. But when I go live, for the people who don't know, getting back onto that, I'm here to answer 1 question per person. And it can be anything. It could even be a mediumship question. I don't always get to everybody's questions, but being that it's been a while since I've been live, I see I have 10 people here, so that makes me feel really good. I wasn't sure how many people would show up. I haven't been here in a while. So I may have to pop on my phone to see some questions. Hi, Anna. For those of you who came on late, because I'm on StreamYard and I'm on multiple platforms at the same time, I need you to type your name in your comment so I know who you are and I can address you by name. And unless you want to be anonymous, and that's fine, and then I'll just answer your question. So I'm going to begin with a prayer. I love connecting people with their higher selves and their angels, and I do this with my little prayer to help us. Let me take this off. To help us just get tuned in, tapped in, and we can feel our support. Sometimes it's tangible. When I do this prayer, I literally get goosebumps. So we call upon the ancestors, our archangels, all those who watch over us. Please be here now and lift away any negativity, anything that's not needed, not wanted, not ours. Cleanse our minds, our bodies, our spirits, and our auras on all timelines, realities, and dimensions, lifting away anything that's not benevolent and taking it to its perfect place to be cleansed and healed. We are here to seek guidance for the highest good of all, and we thank you for all the blessings of the now, the past, and for what is to come. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. So I'm going to see if this is going to allow me to switch cameras, because I really, really would like, let me just see, settings, hold on a minute there, and I'm going to switch the camera, and fingers crossed that it's going to work, and you can look at my fingers. Yes! Awesome. Okay. So, all right. So this is something that I couldn't do early on with Facebook. You can see all my tools. I have a new deck here that I like. This deck, some of you are still wondering what's happening with this deck. So I submitted it, but I didn't do it right. And I have my new submission. I just worked on it with my daughter in California, but this is my deck, Simple Lenormand, and I'm submitting it to Llewellyn in 4 languages, and I have a book to go with it. So for those of you looking to learn Lenormand, I do have a class that I'm launching. My goal is the end of October for a Lenormand, like an intensive Lenormand class. So if there's anybody here who's looking to really restudy and get down to the nitty gritty, I will be doing that. So keep your eyes peeled for that, or simply send me a message and I'll put you on the list. And I'm ready to answer questions. So one other thing I didn't mention, you may have seen it already in the chat feed. I have a list of all the events that are coming up until mid-October. There's actually more than what I printed. I just didn't have time to type it all in there. So just keep your eyes peeled. I have a lot of events already posted on Facebook. And the new website is actually coming up within the next couple of weeks. So that's another thing. I had 2 website designers that I had to let go of because of deadlines not being met. And now I have my 3rd one, and this one actually did a beautiful job. So I might even be able, I don't know if I can screen share with this. I think in present mode I can. Share screen. Let me just try it. I'm going to share screen to my website. Where is it? michellebarry.com. So this, there it is. So I can give you a sneak peek. I hope that you can see this all, but this is what you'll be seeing. This is my home services. Let me go to your personal spiritual. So this is the same picture from the old website. And here I am. So just stay tuned for this. It's finally done. It's just the calendar that needs working on. So I've been talking about that for almost a year. So now to go back. Okay. So I hope you were able to see that. If you could put in the comments, were you able to see my website for just that short, brief amount of time? And there've been a lot of things that I needed to update people with because I've been sort of offline for several months. So, all right, I'm going to address the comments. It's time for readings, starting with Sue Ellen, who is asking for any messages for me. So, Sue Ellen, this is for you. We ask Spirit, what does Spirit need to tell her for her highest good? So we have the forgiveness card, but this is also about either reconnecting with people or healing the past, reconciling. And then we have the whip. I don't know if you've had an argument with somebody or disagreement, but something tells me that that part is over, but you're still carrying it with you. There's some kind of struggle going on here. I don't know if your feelings are hurt, but this feels domestic. So did something happen in the home front that you have the ability to, possibly with words or an idea, to make things better? I'm going to pull a couple of tarot cards. So I love that you got the King of Swords, because the swords does speak about possibly words, what's in the air about this and what's really, really true. And perhaps either there's a male energy that's connected to this, or you're needing to step into your own authority to say, hey, that wasn't right. You know, and I'm seeing with this King of Swords that there's an ability to calm the situation, to make it better, to heal it, and it needs a talk, and a talk from somebody who, you know, speaking from your own inner authority to set the record straight. So let me know if that makes sense to you. I'm going to pull an angel card. We have healing with the Knight of Raphael, and it's interesting. Knights carry swords. There's no sword in this one, but it speaks of committed relationships. So perhaps something in the household, just maybe it was a silly little argument that just needs, hey, this is how it is, and you know, we need to go this way from here, or I didn't like what you said, whatever it is. But it looks like everything will turn out very sweet and loving, because this actually speaks of romance. So we pull from our charms, and my finger went right into the jade ring. So this speaks of love and commitment and an opportunity with the horseshoe in the now to make things better. This is an ending to a situation with the skeleton and a new beginning. And I love that you got the anchor. That just tells me that you're going to be end up exactly where you want to be with this. So, and perhaps today's going to be a busy day with that octopus, but octopi are very psychic. So use your intuition. I feel like you're being told to tap into that. So let me know, Sue Ellen, how that resonates with your situation, whether there's been a little bit of a row or a disagreement with somebody in the household, or maybe even at work, and it's up to you to kind of get things back in, calm and in a place where you're satisfied. So thank you, Spirit, for that. And I'm just going to scroll down. Maria from Brazil, hello there. Anna Iva says hello. So I have a Facebook user. Let me see. Oh, hold on a minute. That says, my first time here. So for those of you who didn't hear, I want to scroll. For those of you who didn't hear, I need to see your name typed in the comment, because not each platform is showing me who you are. Anna Iva, I can see your name. She wants to ask if her situation improves with regards to her health. So what can Spirit tell you about your health, Anna? What can Spirit tell you? Will it improve? So we have Child. That's a positive card. Generosity. This is one of my extra cards in my deck, but it's considered a positive card. Spirit Guide. This is neutral. Birds is neutral. And we have Snake, but this is one of a more positive, like I have a negative snake and a positive one. This shows an ascension and a shedding of one's skin. And I believe you're being told to tap into the advice that's given to you. Like I see generosity, somebody helping you, spirit guide telling you you're not alone, but to also trust the messages that come in about yourself. And this is about communication going back and forth. So definitely communicate with, people, perhaps a doctor, obviously a doctor. I'm not saying you should follow any remedy anybody gives you, but to trust your intuition about it, because that trust, this is the card that kind of represents your energy, is telling me that the messages coming to you are messages you can trust because you will get better. This shows a shedding of one's skin. I love this. This is victory with the Six of Wands. And I love that you got the star. Archangel Jospeh says, believe in yourself. This is the end of a difficult situation. So the end is near. Get grounded. This is about, the struggles that you've had, but also to keep the faith. Okay? And I love that you got the elephant because she's, besides the ultimate matriarch, she's a symbol of strength. So it's time to build up your strength and get back to yourself. So yes, your health situation is on the mend. Thank you, Spirit. All right. So I have a Facebook user that wrote, but if you have something to tell me, thanks a lot. So I don't know who that is, unfortunately. It doesn't give me a name, so you may have to retype your question. All right, I'm going to scroll down to Samantha Lobo. Samantha, whoops. She has been talking to a man in London. He's planning on moving here for school. I just want to know what you feel about this connection. Okay, what can we tell Samantha about this man? All right, so they're telling you to trust the messages that you're already receiving about him. So I just want, pay attention to the feelings inside your body when you ask yourself, is this right? Literally, you need to acknowledge the feelings within your body because spirit communicates with us, and that literally vibrates the water in our cells when we get messages. So that's how we can feel it. So take that quiet time to listen to yourself, because look at that, messages from spirit. Look at that. You got the rider, the spirit guide, and now you're going to take those messages from spirit and move forward with them. So where are we moving forward? First of all, these are two positive cards here, so this doesn't mean anything bad. I want you to learn to trust yourself is what I'm saying, but the messages here are showing due diligence, integrity, very much so. And this also looks like two people talking too. So I find that interesting. Not one bad card here. So Spirit is saying that there's been a lot of communication going back and forth. There's an energy of integrity here and communication on a higher plane. So this looks good. You're just being told to listen to yourself if you feel like there's anything not right. And obviously it looks like the two of you have a really good communication. So I get a sense somebody's going to need help when he gets here. So you might be in a position of helping this person. So be careful with that. Just because, you want to get to know people. But this shows new beginnings. I love it. So you have Archangel Jeremiel here. This is about starting a new life and finding your purpose. So I get a sense that something is going to evolve from this. This looks very positive. You got 3 charms. And I love that you got the pink heart. This looks fabulous. Life is going to get busy. You got the octopus also. And really you're in charge with that spoon. The spoon is telling you you're the mixologist. You're the one in charge of how things are going to go here. So something's telling me to pull one of my animal cards. And actually you didn't get an animal. You got the harvest. So I think throughout this experience, 1, it's a learning experience. And 2, there are some rewards to be reaped from this. So just, be patient and take your time with it, because this shows some very positive outcome. Thank you, Spirit. All right. We have a nice group here today. So I see we have 17 people, and I just want to apologize in advance in case anybody gets skipped, because I'm reading from a different page. I'm not reading from the Facebook page that you're on. So just know that I can't help it. StreamYard files everything in, and I may not see your name. So please type your name and your question. All right. So that was Samantha. So Sandy H. Hello, grateful for a reading. I'm looking for a new job as my current job is too tiring and draining. Okay, I hear that a lot, Sandy. I can understand. So what can Spirit tell Sandy about finding a new job? When is that coming? What does she need to know about it? So we have, whoops, I'm showing it the wrong way here. We have the clover. So this looks like an opportunity. Okay. Debbie Miller. Oh, okay. So we have the snake, and we'll come back to this. This could be good or bad. We'll see. The house. Star. And sun. So I'm just curious. I don't know if you work out of the house, or you're looking to find a job to work remotely, because it looks like there's the energy of that, or entrepreneurship. This shows in the past like the snake could represent like challenges at work, like people not being so friendly, people talking nasty or behind your back. And this just shows that you're taking an opportunity to look for work because you're not feeling safe where you are. So maybe it's more than tiring. Maybe the people are not exactly in alignment with you. But what I love is the future shows you getting exactly what you want. This is wish fulfillment, star and sun. So in terms of finding the job, I asked when. The timing card for sun is 1 year. So I don't mean to like burst your bubble, and I don't know whether that's a time frame that mentally you're prepared for, but just keep that in mind that within the year you will have another job. And we got to have endings and new beginnings in order for that to happen, right? So there's your ending and new beginning with the Tower. And healing, of course, follows. They're telling you, follow your heart, a love of home and family. And this is showing up in the center. Something tells me that you're going to find a remote job, or that you're going to be able to work from home. Does that make sense? I love feedback, so please give me feedback on the readings. I like to know how they resonate with you. Definitely a new job is coming your way, though, so keep that in mind. Yeah, you're definitely going somewhere with the camper. Maybe it's a remote job that's far away, and that's why you'll be working from home. I don't know if you've searched for work like that. I look at the cat as a new life. They have 9 lives. How many jobs have we started over in our lifetime where it felt like a life? You're going to transition with grace, like that. And it's going to need a little bit of creativity on your part to get this done. So you got this. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah. I'm going to give you this one, too. It says, take a leap of faith. This Metatron is the angel for work, actually. You were meant to have that card. Believe in yourself, listen to your heart, and definitely do what gives you joy. That's so important with work. If you don't like the work you do, you're going to burn out. And that's happened with me many times. So I wanted to take the time also, since I have all of you here. I forgot to type it on the welcome feed. But for those of you who are here and wish to book a reading, you're definitely going to get a better discount than my usual $5. So just keep that in mind. I will be sending every single person a special offer for discounted readings for showing up to my first live in a while. So keep that in mind. just for an example, for the 30-minute readings, actually the 20-minute reading is normally $50, and I'm doing it for $2 a minute for the smaller time. So that would be $40. So it's $10 savings. So the average is about $10 savings on all my readings. So just want you to keep that in mind, because the prices are going up starting as soon as the new website gets launched within the next couple of weeks. And any older client, any client that I've been seeing over the past several years who's been with me, who's had 10 readings or more, will be able to keep the old prices for the whole year. So think about how many readings you have had with me. For those of you who have been with me a while, you know who you are. And then for those of you who are here for this first live, will get a benefit of discounted prices right away. So keep that in mind. Text me if you're looking to get a reading. All right. So back to questions. So let me see. All right. All right. Yeah, Anna, I got yours. Pamela, it's so good to see you. Pamela. Okay, you didn't ask a question. Hi, honey. Samantha, yes. Pamela saw it. Just, okay, good. You were able to see my website. Thank you. Thank you for confirming that. So Pamela is asking, she would love to know the direction the condo will take and her leaving her current role in volunteering. Okay. I don't know if that's two separate questions, so we'll see how that rolls. All right. So we have opportunity for a woman, or luck for a woman, lucky break. And here we have a man. I don't know if there's a man tied into this in any way, but this doesn't look like a bad thing. This looks like it's time for you to lay down your sword and take care of you. It's like, okay, so when is this going to happen? It looks like through conversation with a man or the powers that be, this could be the authority for this condo, will provide an opportunity for you to step back, okay? But you need to have that conversation. So I don't know, perhaps you've had that conversation. Perhaps you need to be a little more assertive and set a deadline. But what they're saying is you're the one with the opportunity. You're the one that needs to create it in order for you to take a step back, okay? Just so you can see, take care of you. So let me get a tarot card. And I love that. It says celebration and victory, 4 of Wands. You know, this is about you creating stability in your life and taking care of yourself. So it's really up to you is what I'm seeing. You need to have that talk. Even if you've had that talk already, Archangel Michael here is to give you the courage to step forward and do what you got to do, because it's literally saying there's a better course of action available. Working alone may not be the best answer. So maybe you need to recruit help, or just say you need to step in. So think about the words that need to be said here. Yeah, you need to like step into your strength, your power about this with the bear, jade bear, and say, I'm done. That's a razor blade. So those 2 charms say it all, I think. So thank you, Spirit, and let me know how that resonates for you. All right, good to have you here, Pam. All right, so let's see, more comments. Anna, I don't know if you heard your question, but I did do your reading, sweetheart. Everybody gets, just so you know, for those who are here for the first time, if they didn't know, 1 question a person, and I hope you heard it. Otherwise, you could play back the feed and listen again. I think I did it on your health, Anna. I'm sorry about your mom. So, all right. So Maria Gotti, I think you meant, should I leave a situation that upsets me, or should I live a situation? What does Spirit have to say to Maria about her situation that's been upsetting her? What does Spirit advise her to do about it? All right. So you have a decision to make. You're at a crossroad, right? Choices. Everything's a choice. And the choice is, this is, it's so funny. The fish is about finances and money. So I don't know whether money ties into this, but I see this fish swimming away. That's what I'm seeing. So let's see what the remaining cards are. We have the Sun, which is telling me you know exactly what needs to be done. You need to step into your integrity and do what's right for you. The Lily represents self-mastery. And here's the Man. So, it's funny. These cards are not negative. So I'm not sure what the situation is. But this is a decision that may tie into money or work-related matters. And if it's a family-related matter or a relationship-related matter, there's good and bad attached to it. So you can either go with the flow, which is what I'm seeing here. But if that does not, because here's your Lily, which speaks of integrity, but if that does not resonate, if that doesn't make sense for you, perhaps you need to either speak to an authority, go for counseling. I'm going to pull a tarot card on this. You're being told you have to step up to the plate and do what's right for you. The Lily is all about your maturity, your integrity, your virtue, your peace. So I think this situation that's upsetting you can be rectified by bringing things to light and you stepping forward and saying something about it. And then if nothing can change, then you have a decision to make. Because something tells me this situation has its benefits. And let me know if I'm not mistaken on that. All right, but it's a burden. Look at that. You got that 10 of Wands. So if you're feeling overwhelmed, burdened, upset about something, you have to step into the Lily energy and speak your piece and say, I realize there are benefits to this, but I don't like the way things are going. Okay? So it's time to balance the scales. You have Archangel Raguel. This is about justice, fighting for peace, fighting for equality. Rulings will be made in your favor if you just step forward and ask, don't give up. Ask for assistance. So this is a matter of self-love that will heal the situation. You got RX there. I love that. And what is this word? Believe in yourself. Believe that you have the ability to make this situation better. And you could always leave, but I don't know if that's really the best situation for yourself. I think you can make it better. So let me know how that resonates, and I thank Spirit. Thank you, thank you. All right. So Pam's letting go of my role at the condo and following my creative energy. Okay, so more for her question there. Anna says, thank you. Maria, same thing. Samantha says, thank you. Sandy, So Sandy is saying, I work in an office, but I'd like for a job to allow me to work for myself. So you saw how the readings kind of led to that, right? And I'd like to travel international also. The people are not in alignment. A year sounds like a long time. I know the job is too horrible. Well, I like to believe when I do timing questions, if I get the Sun, that it's within a year's time, and the Sun represents success and your path is brightly illuminated. So you can push that envelope and make it happen sooner. You just have to start to get the wheel turning, okay? So keep that in mind. It doesn't have to be a year. Maria, I do believe I did your question earlier. Let me see. Yes, I did. Wait, did I? Because I have the same words. All right, so maybe not. So let me do Maria Gotti. Should I leave a situation that upsets me? I thought I just did that. Yes, I did. Okay. All right, Samantha. Hold on, it's not scrolling well. All right. Bingo, thanks a lot. Okay, so you got it. Can't post some comments to some destinations. So some comments are not here. So I'm going to look on the other pages. I'm going to change to my face so you could look at me. Here we go. And I made it to the bottom. We have 21 people here. That's fantastic. So I just need to make sure that I'm getting all your comments, people. So hold on. Let me switch. And let me see. Am I getting everybody's comments? 52 comments. I am definitely not getting everybody's comments. So, oh yeah, all right. So I'm on my main page and I can see these comments. So Melissa, I'm starting with Melissa Parnell. There might be comments before her. This platform is very difficult for me to follow. That's funny. I'm literally getting a message on my phone telling me that my phone is having a hard time getting all the comments. So I'm not sure why that's happening, folks, but Melissa's agreeing with Kenneth Paul. From what she said, you have to type your name and you have to type your question. So obviously people who came on late didn't hear. You need to type your name. For whatever reason, StreamYard, when I line everybody up, does not give me everybody's name. Some people I get and some people I don't. So, and it's not giving me everybody's comments. So I would have to make my personal profile public in order for everybody's name to show up. So I'm starting with Tanya. Tanya, hi, it's good to have you here. I hope you're still here. You absolutely were skipped. Okay. So she's asking if Dad, her father, if she should continue working with CH. Thank you. All right. So Tanya, this is for you. Should she continue working for CH? Yes or no? So we have a positive card with the bouquet. Actually, I'm going to flip screens again now that I'm doing readings. I think it's really nice that you can see the cards instead of me. Oops. There we go. So we have the bouquet. I think I should go closer. One in. There we go. We have the bouquet. We have the bridge. We have the man. So we have positive, neutral, neutral, neutral again, and an obstacle. So this tells me you're on the fence about it, okay? And Spirit is saying that in order for you to come up with this obstacle, this answer, you're going to need to step into your own authority. You're going to need to take your own creativity, your own knowledge, cross over and actually meditate on it. They're telling you not to rush into it. This is not an absolute yes. You're being told, check in with what your spirit guides are telling you. I'm going to expand on this. 4 and 2 is here. 2 and 1, so 4 plus 2 is 6, 7, 8, 9. Ends in bouquet. So what they're saying is you're not to do it right away. This reflects a delay, right, Tanya? You know how these cards go. You need to meditate on this more. You're not to rush into this transition. This shows you wanting to move and go somewhere. But a conversation is needed, and you might be able to creatively come up with a new plan with this person. So I just want you to keep that in mind. You're feeling a little bit like, is he not to be trusted? Is this, you know, have you gotten stabbed in the back a few times? Or, you know, are there people talking about you? Like, these are swords. It's not going to get any worse than what you're experiencing. And that's what this card is reflecting. Perhaps you're disappointed. I feel like this is more like big disappointment, but perhaps there's, you know, there's more to it. Maybe some people that are not very trustworthy there. You're being told that at some point to take a leap of faith. This is Archangel Metatron. Believe in yourself and listen to your heart that you can make this situation better for you. But I get a feeling that you will probably go, just not right away. All right. So this is about doing things to take care of your own needs. Tend to yourself. This does speak of endings and new beginnings. It could just be an ending of a bad situation. But at the same merit, you're not to rush. You got the snail. You didn't even get the turtle. The snail is even slower, just so you know. So trust your intuition. You got that third eye. Believe in yourself, the word believe. And what's interesting is you got the word forever. And maybe there's an energy of this feels like forever if you stay any longer. But you can shift that all on your own by having a conversation. So I hope that helps you. Thank you, Spirit. And please type your feedback, everybody. All right. Good morning, Debbie Miller. Your comment just showed up. All right. So I'm going to go back to my phone. So Tina is here. Tina, nice to see you too. Thank you, sweetheart. She would love any message Spirit wants her to know. What can Spirit tell Tina? So we have the rider, the whip, the child, the key, and the lady. So I don't know, did you have a new beginning? Did you have or maybe this is news because this speaks of new beginnings, or perhaps this is something new that started for you. It could be about a child too, news about a child that was painful, but at the same merit is bringing a solution to a situation. I'm just trying to zoom in on my intuition as to why you're showing up as the child. Something new started with you, or you just recently heard about something new, which is actually an answer to a problem that you've had. That's what I feel like it is. You got news. Maybe it was quick. Something recently happened. Maybe it wasn't exactly how you wanted it to roll, but it's actually the best solution. I'm pulling charms first for some reason. This speaks of peace and things happening quickly. Got the peace. You got the dolphin. So this speaks of healing and just watch your words. I love that you got the word beautiful, and you got 13.1, which has a couple of meanings for me. 13.1 is half a marathon, so it's like you're halfway there. But to not make haste with the solutions that are coming your way. But 13.1 is also tied into a passage in Corinthian which says everything heals with love. So food for thought. Thank you, Spirit. And I just pulled this twice today, so you might be feeling a little overloaded at the moment, but things are about to get better. And I love that you got the Knight of Raphael. Now, if this isn't about romance, this is about people who are in your life who will keep commitments and, make you feel very special. So situations and topics that make your heart flutter. So if it's not about romance, it's definitely about something that's going to make you very happy. So you have some good news coming, even if it didn't seem like it at first. Okay? So let me know how that resonates in your life. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for being here. And thank you, Spirit. All right. Yeah, so it's interesting. I'm looking. It's only giving me my Reiki page. All right. Oh, well. So, next one. Hi, Sylvia. Sylvia is asking, any message for me from Spirit? Okay. What does Spirit want to tell her? So we have the Tower and the birds. We have inspiration, the anchor, and the bear. So I look at this. This looks very work-related, that in the now they're telling you that conversations and communication are very stimulating these days. I don't know if you're on a new project or you have a project coming up for work that was just recently discussed, or maybe just a creative project on your own. I don't know if you're an entrepreneur. This feels like if you're not an entrepreneur, there's something creative at work happening that you are going to definitely be able to complete in a very positive way. And maybe it's a project that'll add strength to your repertoire or your reputation. But this looks like you're very tuned in and tapped into your work right now. So I'm going to say you're going to have a very good work week coming up next week. And think you're going to either complete or arrive exactly where you need to be next week. I love that you got new beginnings here. So is this a new project, or maybe this completion will bring you something completely new? Finding your purpose, starting something new. Archangel Jeremiel. And I love that you got the Three of Pentacles, because it definitely speaks about collaborating with others and, you know, researching and using your talent in a way that's productive, and just, you know, applying yourself. So this looks like a very good, I don't know what project you're on, but this looks very positive. If you weren't sure about it, you can be sure now. I have to acknowledge that you got the twig threaded through my rocking horse. So that to me is significant. The rocking horse represents a sense of sitting still, like you're just rocking in one place and not going anywhere. It's not the other horse that I have, where that would be a horse in motion. So wrapped on the twig tells me that you've been needed, maybe in the recent past, with whatever you've been working on. You just felt like you weren't getting anywhere fast, that it just wasn't moving. So the twig is representing a sense of flexibility. So maybe you haven't found that motion yet, but the inspiration is coming. Just know that you're to not be anxious or worried about it. You got this. Stay committed to the plan. You got that ring there. That's commitments and promises. And you're going to literally get lost in it, and you're going to forget about it. Like, you'll actually, you know, when we like doing something, or when we really feel like we're heading somewhere and making progress, we get lost in our work and it becomes easy. So I look at this as a great work week for you. So let me know how that resonates. Thank you, Spirit. All right, so let's see who else is here. All right, so we have Julia. Hi, Julia. Okay, so Julia is asking, oh, she's saying sorry she's late. Listen, you're not late. No problem, love. It's good to have you here. My sister-in-law is here. Hello, my sweet sister. I did your message, Sylvia. So Callie is asking, can you tell me how my son's recovery and job search is going? All right, let's see if we can get a two-part question in there for you. Actually, I'd like to split that for Tristan, my step-nephew. my nephew-in-law, not step-nephew. My nephew-in-law. Oh, no, I'm his step-aunt. That's right. So this is a question for Tristan. How is his health coming? What does he need to know about it? Give us a snapshot of what he needs to know. All right. So he's definitely crossed this pathway into, you know, some challenges. This wasn't easy. That's the past. But in the now, look at this. We got the lily. So now is a time for peace, is what I'm seeing. Now is a time for peace. Now he's got to follow all the directions. This is due diligence. He's got to follow his plan. We have the ship here. The ship could represent things going slowly because it's moving left. So he may feel like, God, this takes forever. Got that energy of, you know, am I getting anywhere? Is it healing? That kind of energy. He's definitely being told to take it easy, which I know he will. He must not overdo it. So if he's feeling good, I think that's a really good message, that he's to do everything in moderation right now, because it's a slow healing process. So I love that this is in the center. This is telling me the hard stuff is over. He just needs to pace himself and not overdo it, especially if he's feeling good. So he really needs to pay attention to that. And he's got to be strong, and he is strong. You know, when I look at this camper, the camper might reflect like maybe him just needing fresh air, you know, getting outside. And I love that he has Archangel Michael here to protect him. And, you know, tell him to dream and imagine himself healed. I always tell people that, like, if you're going through something, imagine the result that you wish to see and picture it in your mind's eye, because you put that out there in the quantum field and we bring it to fruition that way. So just keep that in mind. Okay, Tristan. And here we have 6 of Gabriel, and he's been congratulated. Gabriel is about communication. But, you know, they're telling him that he's done a wonderful job and that he's going to be rewarded. So I like that. And, haha, this is a new beginning. It's so funny. These 2 cards are like exact opposites. This says don't overdo, and this is like, oh, take a leap of faith, don't worry. But I look at this as a new beginning for him, and that's why he got the Fool. So it's just a slow beginning. He really needs to remember to pace himself. So thank you, Spirit. And I'll do your question now. Okay, so this one is about work. What can Spirit say about my sister-in-law's son finding work? When will it happen? And what does he need to know? So we have, this is the changing job card right there. So we definitely have a change coming with regards to full-time work. Look at that. And he may need a hand with it. Like, he may have to speak to some people. There's an energy of, you know, reaching out and speaking to others. So here we have an ending of something. So obviously old job needs to go. And then here, he's got this card again. This is commerce, new job. One that requires travel, perhaps. Okay. So in terms of timing, we have the energy of 3. And I know it's not going to be 3 days, weeks, or months. Maybe months. Perhaps 3 months. But the energy of 3 could be the 3rd of the month, and it could also be March. So maybe March seems far off, but keep that number in mind, the number 3. That's the energy of the work. And this is like an awakening. This is judgment. This is about being able to see the big picture. Excuse me. So I don't know. I look at this as a rising above a situation too. You know, like judgment is like Day of Atonement kind of card, but you know, perhaps he needs to put all his cards on the table and really look at everything to decide how, you know, the direction. And I love this. An excellent opportunity will be offered to you. Scholarships or the pursuit of education, time to get to work. Now, I feel like this is some new educational experience for work. So he's being told to work on it. Ariel is the angel of happiness. So something is coming, and it could be as early as 3 months. We have my grandma's Jesus, so he's supported by his ancestors. This is sending more love. This is about self-love. Again, this job may not be local, may be far away. But for now, I love that he got the seahorse because he needs to be gentle with himself and just go with the flow. Okay? So thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Sis, for showing up. Love having you here. And I hope that helps. And please have Tristan watch his reading later. All right. So we have Lauren. Is T the one? Okay. That's cute. Is T the one? This is for Lauren May. What's your last name? Malia? Malis. Okay. Malise or Malis? Okay. So what can Spirit tell Lauren about T? Is T the one? Yes or no? So we have a positive card, key. Another positive card, forgiveness. With 3 positive cards right away, the answer is yes. 4 positive cards. But I love that you got indulgence at the end here. So the only thing this is telling me is like, you know, take your time with this. Pace yourself. This is an absolute yes, but don't rush through it. Enjoy every aspect of beginnings, middles, and whatever's to come. Okay? Just food for thought on that. This seems like a dream come true. The worst is over. Maybe something happened and maybe you had a fight, or there was something that you need to forgive or let go of. So the worst is over. Okay? And it's time to start fresh. Archangel Jeremiel is talking about finding your purpose, a forgiving and compassionate review of the past. So I feel like I want one of these. All right. So sometimes when something seems really wonderful, that hungry ghost comes out and our fears interfere and, you know, change the vibration that we have when we're in a wonderful relationship. So don't let fears hold you back, okay? Work on your fears metaphysically, talk about them, speak to friends, get help. Don't let fear interfere with your progress and your future. We got 2 charms. Let me get one more. Okay, so believe in miracles. I love that you got that. This fish could also represent, the mermaid tail could represent not just miracles, but like detoxing, like letting go of fears. You're safe. You got the Hamsa. And you're being told to just live in the now with this snowman, that you're just going to enjoy yourself. Try and be present when you're together and enjoy your time. So it looks very good. And I wish you and T the best, Lauren. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Spirit. All right. So let's see, who else? So Heather's here, Christine is here, Angela's here. Hi, Angela. So Angela is asking, Angela Saxon, what would Spirit like to tell Angela today? All right. So what does Spirit want to tell Angela? So we have the garden, the letter, the lady. We have forgiveness. I love that the lady showed up in the middle. And star. So I just got to ask you, I don't know if there's been an interaction with somebody in the recent past that wasn't so cool. Like, this letter doesn't mean that it could be an email, but it could be a communication with somebody you socialized with, since we have the garden connected to it. I get a feeling that Spirit is telling you to let this go. Like, it's just not worth it. So it just, and maybe it's somebody in your family, who knows, but this shows that there's somebody recently that you had a communication with that it's just not worth it. That you can, you know, let it go, rise above it. There are better things to focus on. And yeah, because we have that energy of forgiveness with it. So let me see what the tarot deck has for you. This is about you moving on to smoother waters. That makes sense. Putting it behind you, and interesting that it's swords. It seems some kind of communication that you just need to lay to rest. It's not worth it. Everybody's getting this today. My goodness, we got new beginnings again. You know, I just cut the deck and I pick one. That's how it rolls. So this is starting over. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Let me pull one here. Ha! Buffalo. I love that you got the buffalo. The buffalo speaks of abundance, but he also speaks of, I like the buffalo one because this is about generosity. It's about resources in a sense and gifts. So in a way, this card can give you a relief, especially if you've experienced some kind of difficulty, some kind of loss, or maybe timing has not always been you know, sometimes we always feel like we're one step behind. So in a sense, what they're saying is the buffalo shows up, that everything is going to get rectified, your cup will be refilled, and, it's time to just express gratitude for the abundance that we have and the resources that we have. So thank you, Spirit. So this is about healing and speaking with your higher voice with the dolphin, getting grounded. You do you with that comb. That comb is reflective of you just, all right, whatever for other people. I'm going to take care of me, obviously, and your family. That's part of taking care of you. But basically focusing on what's important for yourself to move forward with the energy of being flexible with that twig there and just staying committed to your true intentions. So let me know how that resonates with you. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, thank you. So just a reminder for those of you who are here who may not have heard earlier, my readings are being discounted. The 45-minute and longer readings are being discounted by $10. And the 30-minute and the 20-minute readings are only $2 and $2 a minute. So this is a time for big savings. If you've come to see me live, you can book your readings and get a big discount. And I've actually decided to do grand tableaus. I normally charge $175 for them, and you can get a grand tableau for $120. If you're looking to have that experience, a grand tableau tells you everything you need to know. All your questions are answered in a big 36 card spread, and it tells you all the information you need regarding every aspect of your life: money, health, family, purpose, questions galore that you have regarding people in your life. So keep that in mind. All right, we'll go to the next question now. So Heather Murphy, she has felt her husband. Oh, let me open it up. So I have felt my husband around me strongly this week. Does he have any messages for me? I miss him dearly. I'm so sorry about that, Heather. All right, so we ask to connect with Heather's husband in spirit. Oh, it's so funny. When I said that, look what turned over, the knight. So we'll see if the knight shows up in your reading, Heather. Okay. We ask for you to make yourself known through the cards. Give us a message so we know it's you. And what is it that you want to tell Heather? So we have book. We have garden. This with mediumship is the Garden of Eden for me. House. So we do have a man in spirit. So he showed up. Thank you, thank you. I don't know what your husband's name is, but thank you for showing up. And he's showing up next to a celestial body. When I do mediumship readings, Heather, this is you being watched over right there. Just so you know, when it shows up like that, he's definitely telling you to follow your dreams, but you're being watched from above. This is definitely a man who lived with you, that he's right next to the house, so he's giving me clues with that. Somebody you obviously dated and spent time with. He's telling you that, one, besides watching over you in the household, I don't know if there's some new project you started or that you're learning something new. Have you started to study something or read, or you're just reading more? Because I get a sense that learning something and spending time with others is the message that he's conveying right here, that these are the things that he'd like to see you doing, but he's definitely acknowledging the fact that you have noticed that he's around. So thank you for that. Look at this. So this is like judgment. Perhaps there's a spiritual lesson that you're, trying to process right now, and he's here to support you. That could be part of why the book is showing up. Are you going through some kind of transition or challenge? Are you learning? Maybe it's a life lesson that you're going through. Something happened and it's like a day of judgment. Everything's out in the open. He's here to support you. This is a spiritual lesson. We're able to see the big picture and move forward. So just know you're supported in that way. And Gabriel is all about communications. You're being told, yeah, awards, scholarships, promotions, time to move on to the next project. He's encouraging you to learn something. I really feel that. So I feel like that's a message. It's almost like he's tooting his horn when I look at the judgment there. So we have the Tower. I don't know if you're an entrepreneur or you work for yourself, or this is just about the Tower. In all honesty, I'm getting another aspect of the Tower is the Tower stands alone, but it stands strong. So he's telling you to stand strong. He's here to support you. This is a time of creativity. You got the arts and craft cup there. That it's time for you to creatively move forward with socializing and your work or the things that you're learning. I love that you have the angels here protecting you. You got Archangel Michael. Believe in miracles. I love that. And, you know, this fish does speak of endings and new beginnings. Where there's an ending, there's always a new beginning. And you are duly supported. So he is here for you. So the answer is yes. You've been definitely sensing him. So thank you, Spirit, and thank you to your husband for showing up in the reading. Thank you, thank you. So for those of you who are hearing me cough, I had COVID last week, but I am now negative and free, so pardon me clearing my throat, but that's that's a why. Oh, we have some more people here. Hi, Leonard. Oh, so my StreamYard just gave me a message, so I'm just going to give a message to Leonard here, and I'll come back to my other page. Janet, you're next, but I'll do Leonard first. What does Spirit want to tell Leonard Tozolo? Okay, Angela, I got your message. Yes, I will get back to you when I'm off from being live. I'm running a little over today since it's my first day back in a while. It's normally an hour, but I'm still here. I'm going to try and get some more questions in. So here, oh, Leonard, we got the man. We got the tree, the star, the anchor, and needing help. So you're showing up as the star. The star is definitely a need for your intentions to happen. You have a lot of hopes and dreams. And what I'm seeing is here's a man who has been, this feels very work related. This is a man who's been either building something. It could be building a business. I know you have a business. And so this is just branching out. Perhaps there's some new endeavor that you've had recently in the recent past that just know you will achieve with a little help from somebody. So don't be afraid to ask for help, okay? But whatever this intention is, you're almost there. It's in the development stages. It's, you know, it's evolving, and you have a lot of plans. They're telling you to, the star represents not just wishes and achievements, but you know, when we have intentions and goals, we need to be organized about it. But something tells me you've got that under control. You're doing your planning. Don't forget to ask for help. I love that you got the Queen of Cups. There's some divine feminine energy needed in this process. So either you need to be a little softer and sweeter in the process, or you need to consult with divine feminine energy, a figure of authority, because the Queen of Cups is creative, intuitive, and a little sensitive, more tapped into the emotions. A caring approach is what I get. And so we have Six of Michael, and perhaps what you need to hear is that it's the light at the end of the tunnel. Michael is the one going to give you strength and protection to get through it. But I just see that you can breathe a sigh of relief. You're going to get there. But you need a little help. Some divine feminine approach, softer energy will make this happen. So you got the bear. That's boss energy right there. So there might be a little too much of the overbearingness, perhaps, and a need for that divine feminine, which will balance and heal the situation. We got that sea glass heart, and then celebration. Woohoo! You got that goblet there. So that tells me that you will accomplish and be celebrating and raising your glass. So thank you, Spirit. I hope that helps you, Leonard. And we will move on to Janet. All right, Janet. So Janet is asking, yeah, it probably did skip you, honey. I'm sorry. She wants to know any messages. Okay, what does Spirit want to tell Janet today? So we have the mice. So a little bit of a hamster wheel that was going around in your head, or some challenge or problem. Let's see. Yeah, a woman who had, now this is in the past, so I don't know if you're still feeling this. Let's see. Yeah, this shows a shift in the mood. Like this, the now seems a little better than the recent past. So some kind of challenge that you are very confidently addressing or have addressed, working hard at, and needing a little assistance. So I get a sense that there's a project on your plate that has you concerned or worried, or, you know, it's just like Mercury retrograde. It just, like, everything just seems to have some kind of hiccup or challenge, and it's making you work double time. It's giving you extra work. So don't be afraid to ask for help, Janet. Call somebody in. There's always help in order to get there, and that's what's going to make this seem a little easier. So whatever your project is, get a little helper, or, you know, ask somebody's advice and see if that makes the process go a little easier. I like that you got the King of Wands, because, you know, this is a passion, some project that, you know, is on the table that requires an enterprising approach with an authority, somebody who really knows. So you're definitely being told to seek advice. I know you're an entrepreneur. This King of Wands has that entrepreneurship energy. You know, he's a visionary. He's and he's knowledgeable. So I get a sense that you might need to ask an authority. You might need to, even though you feel like things are coming around a little better, you're still working double time. This work can be simplified. You got the buffalo too. So crazy. I keep cutting the deck. I'll shuffle it and I cut it and I get the same thing. So this will result in abundance and a feeling of gratitude. And you have Knight of Raphael. So I don't get that this is a romantic situation. This feels more like whatever this challenge is, it'll get healed. Or maybe there is some romance connected to it. I don't know. But when you finish what you've wanted to achieve, this is going to make you feel very satisfied and happy. Okay, so thank you, Spirit. Thank you, thank you. And I'm putting these cards back in the deck and sealing all the little edges so I don't constantly cut to the same place, which I don't know how I do, but somehow I have. We've gotten a few of the same cards today for people. And some of you who are here may have experienced that, where you hear a reading for somebody else and it completely resonates for you. So I know that happens with me when I listen to group readings. So I'm just looking to see how many more comments. I definitely am not going to get to all the comments today. Let me see. I'm going to the bottom. Kenneth, you definitely were skipped. I'll get to you. Haha, nothing but challenges in my life. Okay, I don't know a life without them. So you're being told to ask for help, Janet. Let's see. Heather, her reading definitely resonates with me. Started a new job and she's been reconnecting with old friends. It's funny. The celestial start came up because that is where I see signs from my husband. Thank you. Thank you for that confirmation. Oh, it's so funny. Julia. Thank you. She loved her reading. Angela says, thank you. So I might be able to get everybody. All right. Let me see. Going back up. All right. Beverly, will my newly renovated condo rent soon at the rent I set? Ah, you finally got through the renovations, Beverly. So, will Beverly get a tenant in her new condo? We have sun, that's positive. Bouquet, that's positive. Letter is neutral. Man is neutral. And Lily, I would view Lily as a positive card, even though it's deemed neutral in most situations. They call it neutral. Traditionally, it's neutral. The words attached to it are integrity, peace, virtue. So I'm going to say yes if you do your due diligence, because that's what's tied in with the lily. You may need to speak to somebody. I don't know if the man is a real estate agent or a figure of authority, but the key card that's showing up in the middle is communication. You need to, keep that line of communication open. You got Queen of Cups. This is divine feminine energy. Be soft with yourself. I don't know if you have a realtor that's man or woman, but, I can definitely see, the Queen is still an authority. Just be gentle and move forward and do your due diligence. And the answer is yes. Just have faith. You got Archangel Metatron. Call in Metatron's energy with this. Do a ritual with Metatron's energy, because I know you like that stuff. Believe in yourself. Listen to your heart. And just keep moving forward with this, because you will make it happen. Look at this. You got the acorn. A seed has been planted. So this was a wise choice when we have wisdom attached to it. When we plant a seed, if we water the seed, it will grow. So you just have to pay attention to this and stay on top of it. Okay? So thank you, Spirit. This is the flower. This is happiness and creativity. This tower has an energy of entrepreneurship, because obviously it's an investment. So you got to follow the red tape with that. It comes with bureaucracy, right? So, and I want you to imagine your perfect tenant. Put it out there in the quantum field. Imagine that perfect tenant who pays on time or early every month, and they're going to be there for as long as you want them and be the perfect tenant. Imagine that and create it, and you'll make it happen. So thank you, Spirit. All right. So the next one, Beverly. Okay, Forka, you're speaking in German. I don't understand you. I'm so sorry. I don't speak German. All right. So Marion, and then Kenneth. Marion, good to have you here. What can Spirit share about my relationship with my boyfriend? Okay. What does Spirit want to tell her about her relationship with her boyfriend? So we have Spirit Guide. Man. There are two sides to him, maybe? There's a side of him that's very, I would say, like your average Joe, right? That he seems like your average nice guy. And then there's a side of him where maybe he gets a little too much in his head. This guy's a little bit conceited or maybe overconfident. I don't know if that's it, but maybe too much in his head is what I'm getting with that. Let's see. Yeah, and we have the whip and the bear. So I feel like there's two sides to your guy. That, there might be a side of him where he could be a bit grumpy and he could be surprising. We have the evolved side, and then we have the side that could be, like, can strike. Like maybe somebody who might, be argumentative or jump down your throat or be a little bit I don't want to say bossy, maybe bossy, but just like, he thinks he's right. So that's like a seesaw. I get a sense that you've been bouncing back and forth with different moods that, and what's really true about this, I think what's really true about it is that most of us have this, that, one side of him could be super evolved and the conversations are fabulous, that, he's really tuned in and tapped in and you can talk and talk and talk. And then something trips a switch and he could and be a whole other person. And I guess that's a learning process. So what does Spirit have to say tarot-wise? So, I mean, we all have choices here, and when I look at this, I don't know whether things are up in the air with regards to him or not, because that's the energy of what's being shown here, things being up in the air. But we also have that, wishful thinking aspect to the card. So, because we have choices, sometimes we just accept the people who are in our lives for who they are. But that doesn't mean that, bad behavior is acceptable. Obviously, we have to talk about it. So when I look at the Knight of Michaels, they're telling you to choose logic over emotion, that like in light of this, if things turn in a direction that you don't like, you're supposed to address it right away. I see that knight with the sword. So definitely move quickly. I just feel like there's a seesaw effect with this guy, and let me know if that makes sense. That doesn't necessarily mean a bad thing. I see that little boat is leading you into smoother waters with the rowboat, and that there is the energy of manifesting what you want with him, and that the two of you can actually get lost in each other. But there's some work that needs to be done between the two of you. You got half a button. You haven't quite gotten there to maybe deal with all the aspects of your personalities. Even though you may know each other pretty well, there's still work to be done, perhaps with talking and making agreements and understandings. So let me know how that resonates. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. All right. Interesting. How many people can relate to that, where their partner's like fabulous for the most part, but we all have that side to us, right? So, all right. So we have Kenneth. Okay. The platform is difficult to follow. Interesting. Yeah, you don't know where you are in line. That is one of the problems with StreamYard, Kenneth. I'm very sorry. The only thing I can tell you is I have to decide whether or not I'm going to make my personal Facebook profile public again. I did it once, and I had 9 million trolls from Nigeria and all kinds of weird places in the world trying to troll all of you, offering readings. And without a board moderator helping me, I have no way of quickly shutting that down. And that's what they end up having to do. As soon as they see somebody pop on like that, they block them. And then they immediately come on with another profile. So it's very hard to be live on these in a public way. So anyway, I apologize for that if you're having a hard time knowing where you are in line. I don't see your question, Ken. So usually, let me see if I can see a question further down. Otherwise, I'm just going to do, I don't see a question in writing. Yes, I believe I was skipped. That's all I'm seeing, not your question. All right. So I'm going to do a message for Ken. If there was a typed question, Ken, and you're still here, can you type it now really fast? Or was it just what does Spirit want you to know? And yeah, Beverly, I hope you got your answer. I did do your question. Who was skipped? Ajan, I did not get to you. That I know. So I apologize. And just so you know, in these live readings, I will not get everybody. I know I won't. There's no way that I can with 4 different platforms threaded into one. All just a general question for Kenneth. What does Spirit need to tell Kenneth today? So we have Sun, Rider, Letter. I feel like I got these exact cards just recently. Rider again, almost. Interesting. I love reading for you, Ken. You're like the best. This is business. We have commerce here. So what I'm seeing is some kind of recent discovery or announcement or news that is shining a light towards the future. It's actually something that you're something you've either learned or heard about that you're rolling with work, and it's going to move you forward in a very positive way. So work is great. That's what it's telling me. It just requires good written communication. So make sure you dot your I's, cross your T's, and really look at the things in writing, your contracts, and so forth, because moving forward in a very positive direction with work. I like this because you're being given a little bit of a warning here with the Two of Swords. Swords are communication, what's in the air. I mean, that literally looks like an antenna to me. They're telling you not to keep yourself closed off to things. You can see she's got a blindfold on. Pay attention to your intuition. Pay attention to the things that are unseen. It could be body language. It could be, situations that are things that are happening around you, not just necessarily. Don't turn a blind eye to anything is what I'm getting with this. You're not to retreat. You're to stay. You're to literally. You can open up those arms and be open to people's opinions and ideas as well, because something might actually be beneficial. This has an energy of stubbornness to it, so be open is the energy I'm getting from it. And by being so, I don't know whether your family ties into your business, because this is a very family-related card. Ten of Raphael just speaks of love and blessings filling your life and harmonious relationships with family. This is a happily ever after card. So this just shows things moving forward. If this is just tying into your business, in a very good way. Very positive reading. I love that you got the orca tail. You're safe. You're to watch your bad habits. You got the devil there, so you just be mindful of things that you shouldn't be doing. You got the RX here, so this situation is going to heal a lot of things, maybe financially, emotionally, and perhaps maybe things weren't moving as quickly as you had hoped. With that rocking horse, kind of makes you feel like you're rocking in one place. Just know that. And that's reflective here with the rider facing left. So perhaps all the planning is just seemed like it was taking too long, but things are about to move very quickly. And that's what's showing in the future. And you got an angel feather. So thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Ken. Let me know how these readings fit into your world. I love hearing feedback. All right. So, where is it? So that was Ken, Heather. Yeah, a lot of people are getting skipped. Beverly. All right, so Ella. Ella is asking a general question on her life direction. One, two, three, 4, and 5. Wow. So, Ella, in the now, I'm seeing a staying put, but it looks as though you have been networking to follow your heart, per se. Like, I don't know if there's something new that you're adding to your life, or there's some kind of change in your work, but I see a change in your work coming very soon in a very positive way. So you're moving in the right direction for a change for the better. Just know that you're exactly where you're supposed to be. That's what this is telling me when you show up as the anchor. And this looks like the beginning of something new. The Page of Wands really is, you know, it can speak of news and messages coming your way, but it could also, you know, refer to an actual person or somebody you're communicating with. So just know that whatever you've been working on it's as though your ship is almost ready to come in. Not quite yet. This is still the planning stage. So you got this. Some changes are coming. Take a leap of faith. You have Archangel Metatron. Believe in yourself. This card showed up so many times today. Do what gives you joy. Follow your heart. And you need to be flexible along the process. Do what you love. Keep your connection with spirit strong. And know that an ending and a new beginning is coming your way. Okay, with that fish. So thank you, Spirit. And feedback from Kenneth. Great reading. It does resonate with me. Thank you very much. Glad to see me back. Thank you. You have a great weekend too. All right, so I'm going to do Lynn. Lynn is asking what Spirit wants her to know. I'm going to do quick ones now because it's been an hour and a half and I just want to talk to everybody quick. Lynn, this is a quick one for you. Just 3 cards, just because it's the end. What does Spirit need you to know? Oh my goodness. It's telling me that you're needing to talk to a man. Or are you in communication with a man right now? All right, 2 more cards. Just tell me more about that. That's very general. Did you have an argument with a man? I get a sense that, or maybe this is like a quick talk. Could be an argument though. Or maybe it's been hard talking with men. That could be that too. That like maybe there's a little bit of nervousness attached to it. That's about to change. I get a sense that there's going to be a shift and change with communication with men. Just that's what I'm getting from this. Things are about to change. An ending and a new beginning with that Tower. Ending a new beginning. 5 of Michael. You're being told, release yourself to the attachment of the outcome of a situation that you're in right now. There's some kind of situation that's not serving you. So maybe this guy isn't the right one. Talk to someone else. This doesn't look like a positive. This is you moving forward in a positive way, maybe to another person. So, I don't know, maybe you're talking with friends or talking with a new person. So keep that in mind. Yeah, everything happens in due timing. In this card, this isn't about manifesting. This is about when the time is right. So I don't know if you're talking to somebody new, perhaps not the right person to be talking to. Just food for thought. Okay. All right. Thank you, Spirit. No matter how hard I try to like do readings fast and short and things, I always end up pulling everything. All right. So for my friend Robin, she wants to know if she's going to be a grandmother. Will Robin be a grandmother soon? And when? Can we give us a snapshot of when? 3rd card is the timing, Robin. So we have bouquet, that's positive. Cross, that's negative. Rider is positive. So the answer is yes, and it ties in with the number 1. So I don't think it's going to be 1 day, 1 week, or 1 month. So I think that we have the 1 because of January. I don't know if anybody's trying to get pregnant or the 1st of the month. So just remember the number 1 for your timing. Okay, but the answer is yes, you will be a grandmother soon. And you have to let me know if it's going to happen in January or if a due date is the 1st of the month. That number 1 is super important. And it would be the first grandchild, so I find that interesting. So, Ella says, thank you. A new beginning is positive news. My ending possibly is referencing her fiance passing away. Oh, I'm so sorry about that. Her fiance passed away from cancer in August, and she's finally out of the paralyzing grief. I'm so sorry. Peaceful knowing he is out of pain. Have a blessed weekend. You have a blessed weekend too, my dear. Wow. All right. So I know that a bunch of people were skipped. I'm going to change the camera. Hold on a minute. And we go here. Hi, everybody. It was so good to be back. Thank you so much for being here. We had a great crowd, so I was really happy to see that. And I have a schedule of all the Saturday Morning with Spirits that are coming up for this month and October. Some of them will be at 8 o'clock because I have a psychic fair that day. So I'll have to just go on a little earlier so I can get out of the house. Tons of classes coming. There's still news coming about my deck. I'm still working on it, and actually I had to change some things. So, just stay tuned. I'm here. I'm doing readings. I'm doing classes, and I'm still at the Jamar Enlightenment Center. So for the Jamar Enlightenment Center, that is on... Where are you, Jamar? So some fun things that are happening that I typed that I'm just going to say since there's still a group here. I have a gallery, a message gallery coming up on the 21st. These are paid readings on Zoom, but if you want a more in-depth reading to connect with somebody on the other side, it's $18, and I give you a little more time, and we find out who's here, who's watching over you, and what their message is. So that is Thursday, the 21st at 8 p.m. And then I have a past life regression on Zoom, a brand new one that I do with the Hall of Mirrors and a visit to the interlife. So we get to see what we were like as our soul, as pure light. So if you're interested in exploring your past lives, it can be done in the comfort of your own home, which is fabulous. And we still do a sharing afterwards. On Sunday, October 1st, this is an in-person event at Coco Market in Delray Beach. I will have a tent there with one of my friends. His name is Jospeh, and you may already know who he is, Tarot by Jospeh. So you can look up Tarot by Jospeh to check him out. But the two of us will have a tent. We'll be doing readings from 9 to 3. And the readings will be much cheaper than my private ones if you were to book a reading and either come to my office or do it online. So inexpensive readings, plus it's a fabulous event. Go to cocomarket.org and you can see all the amazing vendors. It's a wellness event, and they have gorgeous gourmet organic food and clothing and very sound baths and all kinds of holistic stuff happening. On Friday, October 13th, I am doing my first Reiki Circle Sound Bath at home with Marcy. She was my partner at Mindful Moments. Mindful Moments isn't gone completely. The store owner, Stacy, did say that we were going to be doing virtual events. So I'm hoping on Saturday, the 14th, I'm waiting to hear. There might be an actual psychic fair. It may be virtual, or it may be in a location. We're working on that. So I'm waiting to hear from her. But sound bath at my house with Reiki Circle. I have room for 11 people. It'll be by private invitation only. So if you're interested in that, please send me a message. And I'm bringing back the psychic development workshops. We're starting with photo psychometry. And there'll be a variety of different subjects that, for those of you who are looking to work on your clairs, as I call them, clairaudience, clairknowing, whatever clair you may have or not sure if you have, we're going to work on that. So that's Tuesday, October 17th, 7:30. October 19th is a third eye activation meditation with sound bath online. I do have technology that allows my bowls to sound a little better. And then there'll be a free sound bath on the 24th, Tuesday at 6:30 at the Summit Library. That's the main library branch. I do that with my friend Lori. And then the 28th of October is Jamar's Psychic Fair. I don't expect you all to remember all that, and I see some people are dropping off as I'm announcing it, but that's okay. Some of those things weren't in writing in the chat feed. That's why I wanted to just give it all to you. So please send me a private message. If you're looking to get a reading, you can get a grand tableau. I normally charge $175. You can get it for $125. So give me a call. $2 a minute for the 20-minute or the 30-minute readings, and the 45 and hour readings you get to save $10. Okay, so give me a shout out. I see a couple of people did message me, and I'll be reaching out to you. So I'm so happy you were here. Time to say goodbye, everybody. I wish you all a fabulous Saturday, and be well, be safe, be happy. And until next time, see you next week, Saturday. Bye.